Hi guys, today we will be looking at how to illustrate the different supernormal, normal and subnormal profit diagrams for PC firms as well as for firms that are monopolies in their markets. Okay, we first start by looking at a PC firm. A PC firm, as you recall, is a price taker, which means that it takes prices as determined by market demand and market supply. This means that the demand curve facing a PC firm is essentially horizontal. The next thing we need to draw in is an MC curve, which essentially looks like a Nike tick. And finally, we need to draw in the AC curve. Make sure that your MC curve cuts the AC curve at its minimum point. Now, with these three curves drawn in, the first thing we need to do is to find the profit maximization point. The profit maximization point occurs at where MC equals to MR. This is the point that allows the firm to maximize its profits. Therefore, the profit maximizing quantity is given by Q. At this quantity Q, the average cost incurred of producing every unit is given by AC. Now, how can we tell whether this PC firm is earning supernormal, normal, or subnormal profits? To do that, we need to calculate its total revenue and its total cost. Based on this diagram, the total revenue is given by P times Q, which is given by the yellow area. The total cost is given by average cost multiplied by Q, which is the pink area. Now you notice that total revenue is greater than total cost, which means that essentially this PC firm is actually earning supernormal profit. Now how do we illustrate a PC firm earning normal profit then? Actually, based on this diagram, there is only one thing we need to change, and that is the position of the AC curve. If we shift the AC curve upwards until it is tangent to the demand curve, this will essentially make total revenue earned by the firm to be equal to the total cost that's incurred by the firm, which means that this PC firm will be earning normal profit. Finally, how do we illustrate a PC firm that is earning subnormal profit? Yes, we will again shift the AC curve upwards. So in this case, you notice that to produce a quantity of Q, the average cost incurred is actually much higher. Now if we do the same analysis as we did before, we calculate the total revenue that is given by the yellow area. The total cost now is given by AC multiplied by Q, which is given by the pink area, which is much larger than the yellow area. This means that essentially this PC firm is earning subnormal profit. Now, one question I have for you guys will be for you to think which type of profit will be earned by a PC firm in the long run and why. Okay, let's move on to the situation of a monopoly. Now, what is the difference between a monopoly and a PC firm in terms of its demand curve? The monopoly's demand curve is actually downward sloping. And the monopoly's MR curve is actually separate from its demand curve. So that is the first thing that you need to remember illustrating a monopoly. The next few curves, and the MC curve still looks the same, it still looks like a Nike tick, and your AC curve is still U-shaped with the MC curve cutting through the minimum point of the AC curve. Now with this in place, can you still remember what is the first thing that we need to find when we have drawn a diagram? Yes, the first thing that we need to look for is the profit maximization point. With this profit maximization point, we can tell that Q is the profit maximizing quantity. Now, at this profit maximizing quantity, how does the firm decide how much to charge in terms of prices? The firm will decide that by looking at the demand curve. At the profit maximizing quantity of Q, the price that the firm will charge is read off the demand curve, which is given by P. At the quantity of Q, the average cost incurred of producing every single unit is given by AC. Now with this in place, we can start seeing whether this monopoly is earning supernormal, normal, or subnormal profit. The total revenue is given by the yellow area. The total cost is given by the pink area. Now as you can see, since total revenue exceeds total cost, this means that the monopoly is earning supernormal profit. Now, how do we illustrate a monopoly earning normal profit then? All we need to do is to shift the AC curve upwards. As such, until it is tangent to the demand curve. Again, when we illustrate the AC curve as such, this means that essentially the total revenue earned by the firm is equivalent to the total cost incurred by the firm, and the monopoly will be said to be enjoying normal profit. Finally, how do we illustrate a monopoly suffering from subnormal profit? Yes, all we need to do is to shift the AC curve further upwards. Now you notice that to produce a profit maximizing quantity of Q, this means that the average cost incurred is much higher at AC. So if we do the same analysis, total revenue is given by the yellow area. The total cost now will be given by the pink area, which far outstrips the area represented by total revenue. So this means that the monopoly is earning subnormal profit. Finally, one question that I would like to ask you is to consider whether a monopoly can earn supernormal profit in the long run. So when do we use the diagrams that I've introduced you in this video? You use these diagrams when you are trying to explain the pricing and output decisions made by firms in various market structures, or when you are trying to explain the long-run profit equilibrium of firms in various market structures. I hope you have realized that through the examples of a perfect competition and a monopoly, I hope you've realized that actually the only difference between the supernormal, normal, and subnormal profit diagrams is actually just the position of the AC curve. When you want to illustrate a subnormal profit for, let's say, a monopoly, all you need to do is draw the AC curve higher up, such that it is high up enough, such that total cost exceeds total revenue. Okay, that wraps up my video for today. I will see you in the next video.